Good evening. It's I, your living force. Hey. Well, let's not waste too much time. Let's just kind of get into things. Everyone go around the table. Introduce yourselves. Good to see all of you. Let people know who you are and let them know the character you're playing.
Hey, I'm James. I play Duolingo, still Duo Rayla from last time, as we were trying to be a little incognito, but those people are just so keen that they saw through our clever disguises. I play a Jedi, former consular.
Sorry, my keyboard just died again. So, yeah. No, go ahead. I'm just letting you guys know, like, if I struggle a little bit, it's because my keyboard's not working again, which is awesome.
Well, I have control too, so if you need me to do anything or move anything, just let me know.
I'd appreciate it because, yeah, this is beyond aggravating.
That's all I got. That's me.
All right. I am Nate. I'm playing a Celestin Jedi Guardian, Breeb Wumbu, or Old Ben Wumbu, depending on if he's trying to be incognito.
Old Ben Wumbu.
Old Bay Wumbo.
That's my favorite spice to play.
I do love me some Old Bay.
I'm Warrior. I'm playing Nando Balmain. He's a raconteur. He's just a fun guy. He's marooned on a fun planet. Stuff was really cool and easy, and now I don't even know these assholes.
Now these two assholes showed up.
The thing that I love most about this character is he definitely doesn't know these assholes, and he definitely doesn't sell cured meats. Never heard of her.
Cured meat is an NXT name.
Cured meat
is a good
NXT finisher or tag team.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just good all the way around.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully at some time my keyboard will work again, but I'm not going to count on it. All right. So last time we wrapped up, you all were headed towards Tolston Outpost because that was the last place that Braag had been seen. You were being accompanied by one of the duelist students, a Zeltron named Ven's Slew. It's also good to see again that my Dropbox is like I'm looking at where I type stuff in and it just ends. It's just gone. Just doesn't exist.
I got a good compliment to that. There's someone who sends emails at my workplace that will just stop. Like you recognize that as they did the introduction that there was 3 things that they wanted to give you information about, but it will just cut off after like one of those things, and then they send you follow-up emails that says, hey, I haven't gotten that thing from you. And I say, hey, I haven't gotten the rest of that email from you, which I assume asked for this thing that you would like.
Yeah, it's so funny too because like I just want it to save as well, but it's not even saving right now. It's like supposed to just because then I would just shut it down and grab it again, but it's just
shut it down.
I don't even know what's going on with Dropbox, why it's doing this. But it's very, very frustrating. Anyway, So you have vehicles that you're taking, and they look like spheres, and they hover about 2 feet off the ground, and then they have like the large engine component attached, very similar to like what a pod racer would look like, and the same kind of overly large engine. And it's attached both at the back and then underneath, and you can see that this engine is actually generating an electromagnetic field that keeps you off the ground, as well as engines that so it feels like it's going to be very unwieldy, but when you get in it and you start to go, it's that weird thing of the ball is moving in front of the engine, so it always takes the engine a slight amount of time to catch up to where the ball is going. But once you get the hang of it, you realize, oh, this cruise is pretty good. The other nice thing is it's a pretty much all terrain, so you're able to move across these rough paths without any problems. Since none of you have been out really in this area of Shugo, what you find is there's some dense wildlife here that, I mean, really you'd only been at the main station area that maybe I can get to in here. I mean, maybe if if Dropbox will allow me access. Oh, great and powerful Dropbox. May I have access to the things I pay for? Do I need to spill blood to get this?
Do you want me to go in and see if I can access?
I have access. It's just not wanting to. It's between that and in fact, my keyboard just, again, has stopped working. But I did order a new keyboard, so because I'm that angry about it. You've only been really at Plugo Station. I don't think, Nando, you've been out too far. Probably only to the crash site when you were taken from it.
That seems about that tracks for Nando for sure.
Why leave Club Med?
Yeah, and also you guys were
Exactly.
kind of isolated for, like I said, like the first 48 hours. And you weren't sure if it's because they were worried about something. If you were worried if you thought they were worried about something, or was that they were trying to actually get your accommodations correct.
Yeah, that seems fair.
But the 4 of you are traveling. Well, actually, it's the 5 of you. I take that back. The 5 of you are traveling 2 to a pod. So is everyone pairing up here, or in letting this person you don't know alone, or are one of you pairing up with them? I'm assuming Braag and that Braag is getting on the get down with Felicia. They're riding together.
Yeah.
And she's probably driving.
Checks out.
Yeah.
I think I'd ride with Nando just so we can chat a little bit and get to know each other, because I feel like we kind of had an understanding, but I don't know that we quite have figured out this dynamic. Unless, Nando, you want to ride with our duelist buddy.
With the bald killjoy? No. No.
I mean, who's to say what a sword wielding nun is like when they're not in the convent?
I think also very, very grumpy. Yeah.
Probably. So
I feel like
Duo and Nando.
I feel like it would be one of those, like, you're on like.
Go ahead.
Oh, I feel like it would be one of those people you like road trip with, and they're like, no music.
Or just real annoying chanting.
Like, yeah, terrible.
I think we have a delay warrior because I keep stepping on your touchdown call.
Yeah, there's something. It's connection's weird for me, I think, or something. But
So you guys make your way. No real issues, but there's a little areas where she has to kind of lead you through that are like you're looking at it, you're like, that's not a road. Like that's not even a dirt road. That's like maybe a path. How far? What?
I said, where we're going, we don't need roads.
It's true. And you, I lost track of what I was saying. I am so sorry. No, I lost it. You make your way through, and there's enough difficult terrain that you actually sometimes have to get out and move this very, very dense, very heavy, but very oddly spongy wood. It's fungi is a good, like it's a good, Shaggy, that's a good explanation. I'm stealing. Fungi that has like a very hardiness to it. Has a chew. Let's put it that way. And when you guys are able to get that out of the way, you can see like that this was a more pronounced path, probably even as recently as maybe a month ago. But for whatever reason, it is not a path now. Once you clear and come over a crest and you can see like a rolling hill that's got a clearing, you can see your next destination over that rise, which is the Tolston outpost, and that's where you've been told Braag was last. So what you know is this is like there is no like law enforcement or military here. It's like volunteer service, and it's something that a lot of the Nograi do. And this is a Nograi outpost or a way station. It's considered to be out in the wilds. So Nanda, how much in your time here, how much have you learned about like outside the city, like the wildlife and all that? You're muted. You're
Sorry,
muted.
it cut out. Whatever.
How much? Oh. How much in your time here on Shugo have you learned about like the wildlife? I mean, have you taken any time to that, or is that just kind of like that's shit I don't need to know?
That's some nerd shit.
Okay.
That's like this, like the nerds I was traveling with are into that, and I was into driving.
Okay,
so.
that's perfect. So yeah, you really don't know about any of this, so there's not really. This is like the first time you're seeing some of this, and you see this outpost, and what you see in the middle of it is this probably like 5-story structure, a very smooth stone. It looked like it's had a lot of pock marks and damage to it. That's been repaired to the best of ability with modern tools, as well as now been banded with some metal. It's got like a courtyard and wall around it, and it looks very similar to the hilt. So you know it's definitely Rakatan architecture, that this has been around a long time. Around it is a village, and everything is stilted. So think like if you've ever been on the Gulf Coast, it's just like beach houses on stilts, baby. And that's what this looks like, just Star Wars. You can tell that some of this was made from the wood you had to move, and it's all been banded as well and riveted. And then there's homes that they look like little dome boys, but they have like 4 pillar posts that go up. They look like little castle towers that are maybe like 2 stories tall. Some of them you can see actually have mounted bolt throwers, like Wookiee bowcasters that are actually mounted like a turret. So there looks to be like There looks like there was about 12 of these huts. And as you get closer, you notice that there's only about 2 that are actually still standing. You also start to see that there's some smoke coming out of some of the buildings, and this place looks rough. You can see that the gate has actually been ripped off of the actual outpost. It's been removed. And it does, Spike. It smells vaguely of breadstick. So when you arrive there, Vince Slew does anytime she gets right out of her vehicle.
I guess we'll also disembark.
Hop out and follow.
She just kind of stands and surveys the area and then turns and asks you, do you smell that? Beyond the smoke.
Breadsticks?
Delicious.
So we should be reading a sitch.
Yeah, you can read a sitch for sure.
8.
Breed, this has a very distinct smell. You sort of vaguely recognize it, but it's not like it's hitting you in a way that you want to remember, and you get a little queasy when you do, because this smells a lot like, and of course the thing I'm looking for I can't find because nothing's working tonight. Do you have stuff that works? And I said I do, but yet nothing is working tonight. Feels like I'm gonna get in a fist fight with the internet. Give me a second.
No worries.
Because now my internet's not working. It's working because I can talk to you, but it is. It's not working on this particular website I'm trying to open up.
What was that lady's name?
Oh, Nate. Venz Slew.
Okay.
VENZSLU.
If we got that, I didn't write it down.
That's fine. Wow, this is just real frustrating tonight. Okay, well now it opened. Thank you for being a friend. It reminds you, Breeb, of a time when you were in the Karosi system, and you were doing some. It was like early. It was right after you'd graduated from being a Padawan. And you had been tasked with going and speaking with Olm the Hutt, who, shockingly enough, was a strong proponent and was also friendly with your master. Your master would often say, "Judge no race based upon one person," and would hold up Olm the Hutt as an example. Olm the Hutt is a death stick abolitionist, as well as anti-slavery. And he always jokingly, he's a legitimate businessman, and he always jokingly says, "No one out-nices the Hutt." Our third or fifth Pizza Hut reference tonight. He usually is helping to assist a religious sect of Jawa referees who worship holovids, and they're called Nawas. But you can all blame this on the chat and on Matt. This is Matt business from a long time ago. So the thing is while you were there, you ended up having to deal with a Gagoran named Slimkoff, who you chased into Dontrell's Red Light Meats. And while there, you saw some things.
Yeah, you
And
did.
you smelled some things. So you know what sentient meat smells like. And that's what you're smelling right now. That's a meat. I just went 10 miles to go 100 feet there. You're fucking welcome, Star Wars.
That's right. I smelled what Slunkoth was cooking.
You did.
Didn't like it.
And that's when you turn the corner and look inside the fence, the wall around the actual outpost. And you see there's a pile of burning bodies.
Is there anyone around those burning bodies, like throwing corpses onto the pile?
No. But this looks relatively recent, like within the last 5 hours. Venz looks around and
So hey guys,
starts,
what the fuck?
That's a good question.
and this does look like you saw a little bit of action in the Clone Wars. And this does, although you guys did a lot of more diplomatic stuff than anything else, but you saw some action. You saw some, you were in the shit, and you know what like a raid looks like, and this looks like a raid. Slew takes the time to stop and point out that there are markings in blood in areas, and she tells you this is the get of the Huntress.
You
They
say
did this.
the
The
get.
get.
Okay.
The blood-covered mothers get have been here recently.
Is get a region?
No, get is another word for like tribe or children,
Okay.
like the get of Yingao.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And she says we should probably see if there's any survivors, and then we should see if there's tracks.
Absolutely.
And she heads to the building still standing the furthest away from this building. She draws her weapon and starts to walk out away from the outpost.
I'm going to. I'd like to trust my instincts. Well, yeah, I don't know. I suppose I can't. I'd like to reach out to the force and see if I can sense anything.
Please do. That sounds awesome. Do that.
Let me do that. All right. I'm gonna just use my, I guess, read a sitch for that.
I don't have my thing up tonight, so
So it's 11. I got
yeah. You reach out and you definitely detect signs of life here.
Okay. Then I'd like to call on the force. I'm going to roll for that.
What are you calling on the force to do?
Basically, I can do force healing, but I have to have like when you do force hold as a consular, you have to like call on the force first, and then you can distribute those points into like abilities that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to roll to call on the force first. 10.
10's
Yeah.
a success.
Yeah, so when you call in the force, take 1 harm app and roll plus attuned on a 10 plus force hold 3. Okay, so then basically I can basically use those 3 points. I have force healing and I have force of will. But in case we encounter anybody, I'd like to,
Have a prep.
be ready to force heal.
You detect a sign of life actually in the outpost building, but it's faint.
I'm gonna let Braag know and head over there.
I mean, you're already there. You just have to get
Oh.
in the door's broken open. In fact.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'm going to just walk in.
What are you doing, Nando? And what are you doing, Braag?
I'm looking around just to make sure there's no one that's going to cause us any harm.
You don't see anyone, but you kind of look around and you see that there's a large wood kind of past the outpost. And that's when the sound hits you. It's almost like soft singing. But when you look harder, it's because you see the trees actually vibrate. Do you want to go check it out?
Yes, but I am also going to call on the force just in case.
I'm just going to call on the force and say, hey, girl, you up?
So that is an 8, so I get 1 force.
Okay.
So I'm going to head over there to see if I can see what's going on.
Okay, you make your way over there, and that's when you note the wood. It's similar to the wood you moved earlier. It's that kind of heavy-looking hard wood. But the difference is it's very holy. There's a lot of holes in it, not empty knots. But they're not empty. They're filled with what looks like a very a crystal full of membranes. And when the wind hits, they sing. The closer you get, the more you can hear this absolutely beautiful song coming out of these woods.
Is this naturally occurring, or does someone make this?
You gonna ask somebody?
Can I tell?
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, you didn't know?
Your ass might want to require an answer from someone. It's you look at it and it's natural. This is natural. The one thing though that you do notice that makes you a little bit squiggy is the breeze, the heaviness of that breeze is coming from inside the woods, which is weird because that's not where the breeze was coming before. I need to take a short break, talk amongst yourselves. I will return shortly.
Joel sent me a picture today and he said, can you tell me what this is? And I immediately replied, it's a Nebulon B frigate and it's a support ship for the rebellion. And I don't know that I've ever been so happy in the middle of the day. We had final reviews today, and it was just randomly this afternoon, I just got that message from Joel, hey man, can you what is this?
And you just knew right away.
I did. It was
right away.
I knew what was going on.
I'm going to reboot really quick because everything's really janky
Laggy.
for me. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Laggy, yeah. Are you ready?
Jedi amongst yourselves. Hey, dude.
So am I gonna get eaten? Do we think? Is there something breathing real heavy?
I don't really know. I can't. I'm assuming there's got to be something, right? It feels like a good
weird wind.
No. Yeah, I don't think this is a riff on Doctor Who. I think that this is a riff on the this is no asteroid. Like, that's no moon. This is no breathy wind forest.
Right. And we should definitely split the party.
Yeah, I mean, we already have.
I mean, we're in the same space still.
Yeah, generally, right? I'm thinking space siren sing to bring you close, then boom. Ooh, shaky. I think that we should keep that in mind. Yeah.
That's all right. If I die, I can just bring in his twin brother, D Boombo.
Yeah, or young Ben Wumbu. I love it. Man, I was thinking more about this. It's really I find it hard to play a Jedi because I don't want to like be like a silly boy, you know. But then when I'm too serious, it's like you got to lighten up. And I was like, okay, I don't. Not all of us can be old Ben Wumbu just dropping bodies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's okay.
I mean, then we could just go play our mercenary guys.
That's true. I also
Be wild and crazy.
I also secretly have a like. Have you read any of the Alphabet Squadron books?
No.
It's basically like Rogue Squadron, only there's like basically like one of each ship, essentially. Yeah, it's quite good, quite fun, quite Nando.
Quite Nando.
I think that this is where we were.
No, that's so no. I was in the right place.
What?
So much better.
I feel like I was over here, right?
Well, because Ben was where you put me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Yeah, you sound better, Nando.
Good. I don't know if there was some weird background thing running or something. It's
always something.
Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is why I never leave town.
Smart.
Yeah, we should have stayed.
Yeah.
Like, I told you. It's like, you had to go to the stupid sword building.
I mean, we could just turn around.
We could. That seems dubiously unethical, though. Like, probably should.
All right, Ben. We went back to the all-inclusive resort.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out here for a while and just have some cocktails.
Yeah,
got this thing called a daiquiri.
And that's like DAQ''UARI, you know.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
Because it's Star Wars.
Right.
Although I suppose could be jumbo shrimp.
It feels sort of clean. It feels sort of Klingon-y though. Doctrine or something. Like that.
Yeah, it does sound Klingon, but
really enjoying this frosty, intimidating sounding Klingon beverage. It's delicious.
Yeah.
You said there's no blood in this.
No blood. It's crazy.
No blood.
I can't believe it's not blood.
Well, because their blood is green, so like it would be harder to tell.
It's true.
In a cocktail situation. Yeah.
It is true. Huh.
Other Bloody Marys would look gross.
I don't like. Well, they just look like smoothies.
Yeah, like a super one of those like superfood smoothies that are like it's like
lemongrass.
We blended some spinach here. Yeah. Enjoy. It's liquid now.
I have a friend from the coast from working down there, and she married a guy who does a lot of like plein air painting, and like really super kind of like slice of life Jackson, Mississippi, like stuff, like a lawn chair sitting on a, porch, or, just a truck sitting in somebody's yard type of thing. And I want one of his paintings so bad, but he's only sold them in the last couple of years for the charity auction for his wife's nonprofit. And it's like a silent auction. You have to be present to like bid. And I'm like, ah. And she always feels like a little awkward, like going up there and bidding on her husband's stuff. So one of these days I'm just going to have to conscript one of my friends who lives on the coast to have them drive up to Jackson.
Should do it
for me, because I said I've reached the point in my life where not having a Chip Shepherd original makes me feel very sad.
Feel like less of a man.
I feel like less connected to the coast, even though it's been like I've been back twice as long as I've been there. So
right, but
more than that at this point, I guess.
Now, when he's painting, does he scream into the paint?
I love that. That was insane. I can't remember if you were copied on that where it was like this is, I think he's Japanese. It's like this guy is to Ross's Joker is to Batman. It's like you just need to put a scream in this. Oh, okay. That's fun. So when do we pull off our masks and reveal all our mercenaries? I'm actually a Trandoshan.
But how did we get force powers? We've had force powers the whole time.
I'll never tell. What is that from?
Well, on Dropout, Sam always says, "I've been here the whole time." I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it from something else?
No, I was just the creepy, like, I'll never tell.
Oh,
Sarah and I were trying to figure that out the other day.
Yeah, what is that? We were talking about that on the way back from the way.
Yeah.
What was that? I feel like it was a game, like a board game.
Scary stories to tell in the dark. I feel like we never figured it out.
I don't think we did.
Google tells me that it's Don't Say a Word, a movie from 2001, but I feel like it's older than that.
Right? I feel like it was from when we were in like maybe middle school or grade school or something. But then Sarah was saying she thought that it was more from like a weird B movie, like horror movie. And I was like, I feel like it.
Oh, maybe it is. Wait.
So I think space seemed to be close.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, Shaggy, Spike, if you know, please let us know.
I'm going to mute myself so we don't get caught.
I mean, I always think that, but then I'm like, oh, well, if that did come out in the 2000s, I mean, that was 24 years ago.
How dare you? I was
Everything
just thinking that same thing, but how dare you put that out into the world?
Seems like childhood when you're a couple decades removed and have no concept of time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the cadence is right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cadence is right.
Mystery solved.
Everybody.
R.I.P.
Rest in power to Brittany Murphy. Aye. Also, Nate, tell Sarah congratulations on getting grades in early. Very
Yeah.
That is, mine are due by next Wednesday, and we still have classes this week, so there'll be a lot of grading this week and over the weekend.
Yeah, she had a fun weekend.
Oh gosh, yeah. Not looking forward to it. I'm trying to get a lot done during the week as things are coming in, but yeah, it gets to this point in the semester, and my eyes are just like burnt out from looking at the screen so much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, you got 50 chickens, Nate?
Yes. So we have a basement full of chickens.
Oh, you got baby chickens.
Yeah. Little chicks.
Oh boy. Wow. None of the chicks are writing their own posts, but their cuteness is absolutely the core of the content. Oh, this is sweet. This is so sweet. I really want to go see the Phantom Menace. Has anybody seen the Phantom Menace?
Oh, they put that back out?
Yeah. Yes. Fuck you, Nate. Yes, I really want
Sorry,
to.
I didn't sound as excited as I should.
That's okay.
Are
What?
they re-releasing all of them then?
I don't know. I mean, I assume that they will when it hits like the 25th anniversary of the other two, but
Okay.
Oh, yeah, probably.
um,
But fun. Fun.
It doesn't feel like that long.
yeah, it definitely
Right.
was. Definitely was. 25 years ago. Now, let's see. How will he re-greet us? General Kenobi.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, it's our buddy back.
Yeah, let's see if we can hit a good like point tonight, and then I'm gonna call it here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong right now.
Oh,
Well,
buddy.
Dude, if
We can be
We
done
must
right now if you need
No,
to.
I would like to at least get us to a point that has a cliff to it that I can throw you off of.
I run into the forest.
yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
if you want it, I'll do it.
No, Nate, you can do that here momentarily. Nando, what were you doing? I'm not gonna cut. Nando gets his moment. Fuck off.
Like Nando would. Nando, I think, is like.
Oh, where's Felicia and all this?
Oh, I think Nando and Felicia are like hanging out, like
Okay.
debriefing on the car ride over. You know,
I
like-
thought Bree was debriefing. Oh, Ben? Yeah,
Like, I will tell you this, Nando. Once you go Soliston,
You never
will
go.
keep going.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
okay.
It's good.
Well, he is in tune with like everything, so that's very helpful.
mm,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, also
Yeah.
it's got a button nose. I mean,
He's
he's
got a
cutie.
butt in his nose.
No, he's got a button nose. He's a cutie.
Oh, okay.
And it's
I don't
been a
know.
while.
I don't know anatomy. I'm not a scientist like you guys.
also kind of
He
has
have
a
butt
butt,
in his nose.
butt on nose. Yeah.
It's been a while since
I don't know where he poops from.
it was somebody that also wasn't just looking to get the next person
Sure.
in the sheets.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I was a little overeager. Maybe I came on strong, but you know what? You only live once, and I got a feeling if we stay here any longer, we won't even live that long.
Yeah.
True.
Not
That's true. That's real true.
my scene.
No, this is gross. This is stupid. Why are we here? It's dumb. Oh wait, yeah, I know why we're here, but like philosophically, this is dumb.
like, I guess I should science or something. And
You should science.
she wanders off. She
I don't
wanders
know,
off
should
about
you science?
10 feet, and yeah,
Do you need to science this?
she wanders off like 10 feet, and she pulls out like a data pad and a scanner, and she starts looking at some debris on the ground. It looks like it's remains of some type.
He's hopefully like, yeah, that blew up. That blew up over there. That
No. She's like,
fire.
Come
Blew
here.
up.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
I'm here.
She points down at this thing.
flesh.
She's like using like a little scanning device on, and she passes you the data pad hooked, and it's giving you a readout of what's in this pile of refuse.
You know how I feel about reading.
She's like,
He reads it.
No, really read it, Nando. Don't scan.
You just scanned. You're telling me not to scan your scans.
Read the results.
He's definitely like a finger reader. He's like,
Yeah. You're reading this, and this scat that she's scanning is full of parts of Nograi and Selekith. Like these people, some of them were like remains of people.
okay, number one.
She looks
gross.
up at you and she's like, these people were cannibals.
Wait, what?
And that's when you get like the hair on the back of your neck stands up.
Ugh. My
And you
hackles.
feel like danger come across. Like you get those moments where like the force kind of slips over you, and you kind of have like it's like everything's, it's almost like Spidey sense. Like everything slows down a little bit, and you get a feeling about things. And this is one of those moments.
We should go somewhere safer than out here in the rubble. There's like that. I don't like it.
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
Whose hand? It's like,
And you turn around and there's Ven Slew just snuck up on you like nothing.
don't do that.
She's like, you need to
What
go.
is wrong with you?
You need to go inside the outpost immediately, both of you.
Okay.
You can tell like she's like, she also looks and she's like, do you have a weapon?
Nano has like a blaster.
She's like, does it actually work?
Does it work? Yeah, no, it's not a toy. It works.
No. I thought I didn't mean it that way. I meant you haven't had cause to use it for so long.
I mean, it's probably fine. I practice with it.
Oh, okay. So all of a sudden when you say it, she's like, okay. And she goes back to that, like, I'm not trying to offend you look, to back to like that stern, like, okay. And she escorts you the entire time, like almost walking backwards towards the outpost. When you
know
get
that
there,
there's people in that shit.
she's like, yes.
Oh.
Help
Okay,
me.
hold on.
And she asks you to help her move this broken gate, so it's like stood up like a barricade.
Yeah, he'll do that. For sure.
Duo, you're still inside. You go inside and you find that source of life kind of rings out to you in this kind of dying embers of red light of life. You see one like yellow going to red light that draws you to it. It's underneath a table.
Force that shit off.
Oh, hello there. I didn't think anyone was going to come for me. Perhaps you could help me because I'm bleeding terribly from my leg. You see a Bothan, a large, rotund Bothan male, and he's got a big old bushy mustache that like hangs down farther than it should. It's like a Lemmy Kilmeister stash.
Hell yeah.
You're not from the city, are you? Because like I need to get back there soon. And one of my friends is missing. and I'm bleeding to death. This is very, very inconvenient for me.
I'll tell him to kind of take a deep breath and like reach out.
He goes,
And
did you want me to hold it?
no, that's good.
Okay, good. That's the best I can do right now. I'm in a great amount of discomfort. Look, you can see the bone. And you can see where this thing is. It is a bone that looks like it's a spear that looks like it's metal, but there's like bone and sinew wrapped around it. And he's got this sticking through his thigh. And you can actually see it's like all the way through, but it's such a big wound. You can see the bone beneath. His bone. They came and I tried to fight them off, but I got stabbed.
I see that.
And they took my colleague. He put up a large clamor. He's much larger than I.
Who is your colleague? Tell me about him.
Can you help me first?
I am.
Okay. Yep. I thought you were just going to make me tell you without, and let me bleed to death here in the middle of Shugo, a plan I was only familiar with since we crashed.
So my force healing, you can use my force hold points 1 for 1 as medkit stock. So I'm going to use 1 of the 3 points to stabilize until we're able to
Yeah, you were able to stabilize.
To remove this thing, because you said it's through his thigh right now.
Into the ground. Yeah, it's went all the way through.
We're gonna have to figure that out, but at least
Are you a doctor?
I am.
My friend was a doctor. You seem not like a doctor. Although I do like your sense of fashion and your, oh God. And you start to heal him and he just kind of goes, it's really, really painful.
It will remain painful.
Could
but
you
it will
take
heal.
the spear out of my leg, please?
I don't think that we should do that until we can get you to a back to tank.
Oh, you're new here. There are no back to tanks here. It's a huge inconvenience.
Well, then at least until my associate.
Are you hoping that I'll just walk around with a spear in my leg?
No, I don't believe that you'll be capable
seems like
of that.
a real problem for me.
Well, you are stuck into the ground, so right now you're not going anywhere, spear or no.
That is a huge inconvenience. Oh, my name is Nub Rubbins.
Nub Rubbins.
Thank you, chat.
Of course it is. Nub Rubbins.
Nub Rubbins.
Bothan.
Mustache.
Almost dead guy. All right.
I'm an engineer.
No, he's an engineer. Bothan, almost dead engineer.
Mustache. Finely coiffed.
So where's Breeb right now?
Oh, we want to go back to Breeb?
Well, I'm just curious because I don't think
that I heal this guy.
I can't heal this guy and pull that thing out at the same time. So,
you hear commotion coming from the front of the outpost.
Okay.
Oh no, they're not back. Tell me you have a gun. Because if you do, shoot me first.
Stay here.
They ate some guys earlier. It was disgusting.
I won't let
I knew those guys. They were nice.
You are also nice, and I won't let anybody eat you.
Oh,
please
man, I
stay there.
that.
All right, I'm gonna go out to the door and see what's going on.
You go out to the door, and you see Nando and Felicia, and you see I always want to put her last name first. Vens, and they're taking the gate and using it to barricade sideways.
Like barricade sideways, like they're barricading themselves somewhere out there, or they're barricading
in the outpost.
Okay. Are we not in the outpost?
You are in the outpost.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So they're barricading it the outer wall, and this is one of the.
You're in the spire of the center tower. There's a round wall around the outpost.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'm not in the outpost.
No, you are not. You're in the woods, Breeb. You want to go to the wood.
I did.
Yeah.
So, Nando, you turn around and you see Duo just like standing in the doorway, like looking at all of you.
What?
Like, what are you doing?
Stop fucking sneaking up on me. Holy shit. Get some shoes that make noise or something. Barefoot.
Felicia stands up, looks at you, and goes,
Jesus.
get it together, Captain.
Yes,
Oh.
Captain.
Hey, you, Robes.
Wait, who said that?
Felicia.
Vince or Felicia?
Felicia. Hey,
Okay. Yeah,
where's your cute budded friend?
he was riding with you. He's not with you?
No.
He was riding with you last night.
Okay.
And then she hollers out, "Hey, Breeb!"
Do I hear?
No, you do not, because you're close enough that the sonorous woods, the music from it is too loud, but in a very pleasant way. She's just kind of looks around and she's like, "Shit." She tosses her data pad and the scanner to you, Nando.
What am I?
Just don't break it.
What are you doing?
Don't do
You're
that.
gonna go do it. You're gonna go
Put
do
her
a stupid
satchel
thing.
on
We
behind her,
talked
and she
about
pulls out
you
a
doing-
blaster pistol. She checks it. She checks her comm, and your comm blinks on. She's like, "I gotta find Breed," and she goes up and she hooks herself over the barricade. And Ven Slew kind of looks at both of you and then looks at her like, "What?" She turns and looks at both of you and says, "I guess we're going to go find Breed." And she very effortlessly hurdles over the barricade. Like, Duo, you look at that and you're like, that's like Jedi jumping there. That's not normal folk aren't that agile.
I guess we're gonna
I'm going to pull. Well, I'm just going to tell Nando. I'm going to slap him on the chest like this and say, "Hey, Captain, don't let anybody eat the bottom that's in there. We'll be right back."
Wait,
And I'm going to just Jedi jump over the.
Nub? Holy shit, Nub! What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing in here?
What does it look like I'm doing, quote unquote, Captain? I'm
Okay,
currently
you
no
don't have to
longer
purple.
bleeding to death.
Well, why
Oh,
didn't
you
the
look-
Jedi?
you
Why
look
didn't
good.
why didn't he
You look-
fix you?
You look nice.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you, though.
I feel nice.
You look like you've been taking care of yourself. I know it's been like 7 months.
Yeah, no, I've been good. I've been good. I'm in a bar. It's good. It's good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Boom, boom, room. You been? You haven't been.
No.
What
I
do you mean?
forgot that was this game.
Yeah.
You know, we said it in chat the other day for D&D.
I've been traveling around looking for a way to hopefully continue to work on the ship.
That's cool. That's a good idea. Do you know you have a fucking spear in your leg?
Yeah, it hurts real bad, man.
Yeah, I bet it does. Try to
Really,
take
really
out.
discomforting, and it's really messing up my vibe.
Yeah, no, your vibes are kind of dog shit right now, buddy. I'm sorry.
But there was a guy in robes who came in, and he
Yeah.
seemed like he totally knew what he was doing, and
Uh-huh.
he made pretty much stop bleeding, which I think is just the if the little cat's meow, the lost cat's meow. So
Yeah.
that's nice.
But you didn't take it out.
No, he said no, to take it out. He said bad things
What?
would happen. I'm not a doctor. I'm Braag's not here.
Wouldn't you? Okay, that seems dumb. I mean, I'm also not a doctor, but like,
No,
it feels
you're
like having
like
a spear.
a pilot, and sometimes
in-
now a captain.
I'm usually the captain now, but it's cool.
No,
Like,
I was there on that ship long before you were. You were not the captain.
I'm super the captain.
Well, now because
Yeah.
who's dead.
Yeah, the captain. But like, I mean, like, I feel like
Well, he was my friend.
he was my friend too. He was my friend too.
I knew him longer, and then you just took his captain.
Yeah, but we were better
Yeah.
friends. We were I'm like people.
No,
like,
you were. I've been on the ship longer than you.
it's not a. It's not a. It's not an. It's not
I've
a
known that guy
length-
for like forever.
It's not a length of service thing.
This is why
Rusty,
Braag and I
Rusty worked
left.
on the ship for like
This is
7.
why Braag and I left, because you just have to harsh everyone's mellow, man.
I'm not harshing any mellows. I'm very mellow. If anything, you're harshing my mellow by having a spirit.
I'm
kind of
sick
freaking me
of
out.
spirits in my leg.
I know. Why is
All
there a
right,
spirit?
truth.
in it?
Truth.
I'm
No
I'm not
more
fighting.
mellow harshing from either of us.
I'm not harshing and I'm
Truth.
not fighting. So
This
this
is
is the
truth.
easiest thing I could possibly do.
You agree to the terms?
Sure.
Cool. So if you all look at that bag over there, I found some cool stuff.
Is it okay? Yeah, I'll go get your bag. Look at it.
You find like it's not a small bag, it's like an entire huge like rucksack. Like Star Wars, like an exoskeleton you have to put on your chest and arms just to be able to carry this thing and walk. And it is full of, you're looking at this and you're like, holy shit, these are drive components. Like,
Holy shit! These are drive components.
I know, right? And look, he reaches in there and he pulls out a thing, and you see a core for a Navicomputer.
You fucking kidding me? Where'd you
It's
get that?
not from our ship. Ours was completely destroyed.
Where'd you get that?
I
Was it here?
found a guy.
You found a guy?
I did. I found a place, and it's full of knowledge.
Okay.
There's a guy there named Alana, the Ancient. He's one of those ancient.
Oh yeah, he's one of the dudes, one of the 7.
Yeah, I don't like that because it makes them seem like they're mystical in nature. They're just old people.
No, I know. I met one.
Yeah, no, I know. Isn't that weird how
Wow.
everyone treats them like they're some
Yeah.
type of thing,
Yeah.
and they're just old people?
Yeah, you want to talk about harshing mellow?
Yeah, old people.
Fucking those
Am I
guys.
right?
Well, yeah, fucking old people.
Never down for anything cool.
No.
Anyway, do you have any like substances on you? Because I'm in a great deal of pain right now, and I think I'm going to pass out.
No. No, let's pretend like we know each other. I have so many substances on me.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to assume, and I didn't want to assume you'd be willing to share them.
No. I'll share. What do you
that would break the terms of our truth.
what do you want? I got blue ones, I got red ones, I got little yellow ones, I got
Just whatever you think would be best for someone with a spear through their leg.
Okay.
I know
yeah,
you've had a great deal more experience with that than I have.
Yeah,
Being a captain and all.
he gives him a light cocktail of fun drugs. Yeah.
So they like you guys are sitting there. It takes like we'll come back to this. All right, Duo and Felicia and Vens, you guys are kind of making your way through this area looking for Breeb. And Felicia gets to yell again, and Vens puts her hand over her mouth and says, let's please not do that any longer. She turns and looks at you and says, you are Jedi, correct? And you are muted also.
I'm gonna trust my instincts and roll to see if I can identify where he is. Oh, that's dog shit. 6 plus 3 for a tune, so a 9.
You do kind of reach out and you feel Breeb's life force for like an instant, and then it's just completely overwhelmed by a life force that just seems far greater. Like You're sensing something that is just like, holy shit, that's a lot of life. That's a whole lot of life over there.
We need to find Bree quickly.
Vens points towards where this pathway leads out of the outpost, further into the wilds. She says, "Can you see that?"
Yes.
You see two torches and two people watching you. And she says, "If there's two watching now, there's either more here or there will be soon." My master instructed me to follow your lead, because I don't have the experience you do. So please, tell me what you would like me to do. And Felicia looks at her and looks at you, and she's like, "Ew."
You and old Ben? Really? And you're gonna ew me?
It's Braag.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm just like, this is weird, this whole dynamic y'all got going. And she was like, "No offense, but the thing you guys are going up in the hilt, it's a little weird. That's all I'm saying. It's a little culty."
I'm going to
Also, you're a Jedi, and y'all are kind of culty anyway.
I'm going to I'm just going to signal to Fens to follow me and head in the direction that I sensed Bree.
You guys start to move, and Felicia's just standing there, and she turns around and sees you guys are going. She's like, "Oh, so we're just gonna leave me standing here in the middle of this dead village?" And then she jogs after you. "I was just making an observation. We all take that shit like I insulted your mama." And then you hear the singing.
Never knew my mother.
It starts off slight, but then it picks up, and it is incredible. It goes from these soft lilts and kind of draws you into cascading turns, and it feels like something that is both wholly realized, but at the same time is completely improvised. And you head towards the sonorous wood. Breep, you make your way into the wood. It's really dark. It's dense, but when you move into it, the song is changing, ever changing, because the trees are pointing in a different direction, and you think it would be overwhelming to your senses, but it's not at all. It's very soothing. And you move through, and you see some remains and some clothing on the ground. It looks like it was a Nogri, or parts of an Nogri.
Can I tell what killed it? Or is it not enough parts?
It's like a quarter of a torso with most of the arm. But you make your way through it, and there is an opening in the wood. And this opening looks like it was smashed into an opening. Like, not naturally occurring, like something smashed its way through.
Small, large?
Large.
All right, I'm going to slow down a little bit then.
I'm going to take my time.
Do I feel anything?
What are you trying to feel? Like, tell me what you're doing. One thing I want to get across to with these types of games, because I feel like I've fell into this trap really bad, where I'll say, "Oh, make me a trust your feelings roll."
Mm-hmm.
A more kind of true to the game component with these types of games is you just tell me, like, "Hey, I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to this means I'm trusting my instinct. And I'll be like, okay, perfect. So you're like kind of almost justifying the role before you make it.
So yeah, I want to trust my instincts, see if I can feel any people, creatures.
Yeah, by
whatever.
all means, check it out. Check it out. You know?
That's an 8.
You do. You feel the ebb and flow of life has moved through these wood, and it's leading you deeper into the woods. But as far as an actual life form, you don't know. But there is something living here, something large.
Okay. I think at this point, Breeb would turn around, not wanting to get too far from the people he would, or he should be protecting. Kind of realizing, oh shit, maybe I went too far.
Yeah, you turn around and you realize you might be a little lost.
The thing you didn't know about Breeb is he's a net. No, he's not. He's screwed.
You turn around and you realize like that the sound lulls, the music kind of lulls you to such a degree that you aren't really sure like where you came from, and because it's so ever changing that you don't have like a thing to pinpoint to give you a sense of direction. Guess who they met tonight? Meanwhile, back with the person they met tonight, Mando, Nub Rubbins is now feeling no pain. He's like, hey, do you know that I don't even know if Braag is still alive? He was like here, and then like he fought those guys, and then they just took him. There was so many of them, but they just like chained him up and took him.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He and I were traveling together. I was gonna go take him to meet the Thalata. He was like looking for ancient medical lore.
Okay.
You know, there's like there's no back to here, and that's just weird. That there's no equivalent. The Rakatans were so. I'm so small. I'm a Rakatan, but they didn't have anything like back there. That seems silly, and Braag said so. So it's like, take me to meet this Solana again. I'm like, sure thing, Braag. I'll take you all the way out to the woods. What fun! It'll be like a road trip. And he was going to invite you guys, but Hidini was afraid that you guys would like not take it seriously.
What? Oh, he's right.
Listen,
no, I wouldn't have.
Braag said that you and Felice have gone native.
I wouldn't have even
gone. Hard.
I wouldn't have even gone. I
know, see?
That's terrible.
You sort of have lost your sense of adventure.
No, I have the sense of adventure.
You don't want to like leave this place at all? Like, and Braag does not enjoy his time here.
Why? It's so nice
because he's the only Wookiee on the planet. Okay. It's like I'm the only Bossin.
Okay, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. There's only like 9 of us total.
Yeah, but like
I get it. It's weird.
Yeah, because like there's other humans in the crew.
Yeah.
So like I don't care as much because like the Boston race, like my people, they can be huge sticks in the mud, and then they turn those sticks in the mud and they put them right up their puckered butts.
Okay, that sounds.
They're tight asses.
Yeah.
I'm like, this place does kind of rule,
but
Braag just like he misses home, and it makes him sad, and that's why I was trying to find this. I think I'm gonna puke, and
I mean puke the other way.
What were we talking about? Did
You
you shave? He's just like trying to touch your facial hair and just rubbing his hand all over your face.
Nope. You got cute
Back
hands.
back to
Come on.
duo. You guys make it to the edge of the wood. And Felicia's like, what in the fuck is this? And you can tell, Duo, that Venz is looking at you like, are you going to speak or should I speak? Like, you get the impression she was told, like, you're to follow the orders of the Jedi while you're out doing this. That's my instruction. So she is literally taking that like gospel.
Am I able to pick up on anything in terms of tracking Old Ben here?
No, we already made that roll earlier.
Okay.
So it's
Well, I just figured if we were closer in, I wanted to check and see if I was able to pick up anything. I mean, I think that we have to head in and see what's going on. Hopefully we'll encounter him.
Venz pulls out a bag and starts digging through it, like one of her satchels.
What are you looking for?
And she pulls out pieces of what look like wax. Put these in your ears. The Sonaris wood is beautiful, but easy to get lost in. And we can't afford any of us to get lost. So, and then she takes out little, almost like flares, and sets them down. So and sets one about every 15 feet. Felicia is like stopping just to like check out the wildlife. And Vince keeps like grabbing her and pulling her along because she's like, this shit is wild. You move through and you find a huge clearing area that looks like it's a path. And the trees here have just been knocked the fuck down. You see that, you know, the ground has been furrowed, like something big has traveled through here. And off in the distance, you can see what amounts to like a subterranean cave opening. Not quite a hole, but a decline into the ground that's got a big rock like as the top. Venz looks at you again and is like, do you know what that is?
No.
She kind of pulls you all back, like just out past, like into the tree line. And she said, it's and then Braag, you're walking. And you hear this loud intake and exhale of air. And the song in the sonorous wood seems to change. And you can hear like the and the trees start to crack beside you. And a long clawed hand crushes one of the trees down. Are you going to stand there or are you going to move?
Oh, I'm going to move.
You move just in time to see an adult rancor crushing its way through these trees. And it's got half of a nogri stuck in its teeth. It's got a little belt on with other bodies attached to it. And that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Yeah.
Impenetrable Fortress of Dib. Is that where you assholes got that? Nib is just somehow Nub is related to. I don't even know what I've said tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a day.
No, that was. I mean, you were like, you know what? We just need to wrap this up, and we're like, we can stop. And you're like, I'll find a nice stopping place, and then you're like, or I will role play Nub Rubbins for 30 minutes.
Which
I
was
think it's all
delightful.
It's so good.
Absolutely delightful.
So Nub Rubbins is a creation of the chat as far as name, mustache.
It's great.
Ryan, you gave me the idea for the job on the ship. And then I didn't want to steal your thing that you do, James, with the lith.
Oh,
So I was trying to do something a little deeper, more
That's good, yeah.
cartoon-like. And then I just could see the guy blowing through his
Yeah.
mustache. Like, it's the only thing I get in my head. Also, for those who show up on Sundays, we got to squeeze in some Billy Ocean Star Wars, a Matt Lynn joint into this game. So all the stuff with Rondell is on a Sunday morning prep school. We
Nice.
literally took Caribbean Queen, the video, which is like $80 Star Wars, and we fleshed it out to be a setting in Star Wars.
That's amazing.
Nice.
So, and that's where Rondell is.
That's cool.
Is it Rondell or Dontrell? I can't remember.
I think it's
Ron-
Rondo.
It's Rondell, yeah. I would change the wording, but my keyboard doesn't work, and it's real awesome. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure if we didn't fight the Rancor, at least we got to it.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah. Because if you look into the Star Wars lore, that's the Rakatans were responsible for Rancors being kind of pushed out across the universe because they
wow.
found them delightful.
Of course they did.
Because the Rakatans are fucking awful.
They really are.
Nate, you played KOTOR, so you got to see like Li Han and like what was remaining of the Rakatan Empire. I don't have the Empire anymore. What remained of the Rakatans? They're real shitbags.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, Mitch. All right. Tell people where they can find you, what you got going on in the next week or so.
You can find me in 2 months right here. That's it.
Unless I can squeeze a bonus one in with you guys, because I feel really bad about not being.
Hi, it's 8:30. We took a little break. We all had a good time.
Yeah.
This is a bonus one for us anyway. We weren't even supposed to play. We're not even supposed to be here tonight, Ben.
Well played.
Yeah. 7.
Okay. Well, you told us what you're doing, James. Nate, what are you doing?
Well, you'll see me this week. Not doing anything, but the 3rd of
Maybe
June.
Friday. Maybe Friday. If
Maybe Friday, depending on how my week goes.
You might need to be a vampire fucking straight up.
Might need to join the Fang Gang. We'll see.
Fang gang.
I need to do it.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I've been resource harvesting with Doug. No, Robbins was Bombus energy. I don't even know what that word means.
Bonus enough, I'm
Oh.
guessing.
Oh, I don't understand what the kids say.
Bonus.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nate. What are you doing?
Yeah, this week maybe Fang Gang, but 1, 2, 3 Mondays from now, I will be here playing Down in Outlands.
Bombus has now entered the lexicon. I don't want to hear anything about awesome bonus or anything like that. It's now just Bombus from now on.
Bonus.
Oh, yeah.
It's bonus hummus. It's
Yeah.
smushed together to get bonus.
Bonus hummus.
Bonus hummus.
I'm always excited when I get bonus hummus.
It's good. It's
Ditto.
good. Everyone loves bonus hummus.
The lovely Ryan Franson.
Oh, hey. Yeah. I'll be here in a week.
Yeah,
For
hell yeah.
Chaos.
You got
Yeah.
Ghost to bust. Because busting
we?
makes me feel good.
Do we have ghosts to bust?
It is. I've been saying this now for like a month. Yeah, it's going to be a ghost themed adventure. Don't
Okay.
metagame it, but yeah, I'm very excited about
Okay.
When is this?
ghosting. Chaos Scar next
Oh,
week.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we got that.
I'm very excited about ghosts.
Very excited about
Yeah.
ghosts. Yeah. So we've got that. And then, yeah, I'll be here for Devin Allen. So
The only way I would
Losing
accept Ric Flair art is if it was Ric Flair as Jar Jar Binks, with a shirt on underneath his white tuxedo suit jacket that says "Sexy Binks" on it, and on the back it just said "Taking the Woo Back," and it should say "Taking the Woo Back," because that's how Jar Jar would say it. That's how all Gungans would say it. "Taking the Woo Back." Although that sounded real Italian. Let's have to take the woo back.
Take it a woo back.
The spicy meatball.
This is gabagoo.
Gabagool. It's straight bombers. That's all you gotta know. Oh shit, Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch, that's awesome.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
If
Good
it's not until later in the day and you want
great.
to jump on Sunday morning and tell us about it, I would love for you to come on and talk about it.
Mhm.
That'd be amazing.
Hear about them.
So I'm here tomorrow night for Mang. What if he was Parker Ray Sr.?
No, he's got to be Ray Parker the Third, like Cuba Gooding the Third.
R.I.P. Chucky P.
R.I.P. Chuck Taylor.
What else? Oh yeah, tomorrow Mang. I got a whole bag full of parts from spending an hour opening up dudes on Sunday morning because Matt did like a whole fucking trip. I'm gonna make so much stuff. I'm gonna make me an evil Ram Man, but with Masterverse parts and the new mutated Ram Man. That's one of the coolest fucking bodies in all of Motu. That's my favorite now. It's my favorite. Although Krang is pretty fucking awesome, so is Slaker. I gotta admit, those are both just giant boys. They're so big. Krang inside Megator is like that fucking big. He's
bigger than Andre.
Bigger than Andre. He is bigger than Andre, which is wild because Andre big, but Megator bigger. With Krang biggest, and Slaker's gigantic as well. Anyway, Mang, and then.
I just realized that I made this when we were doing prep school one time because you guys just kept talking about whatever mountain monsters, and I was like, I'm gonna make my own content warning for this one.
Bitch.
It will always be personal.
It will always be personal. And then Friday Fang Gang, and then just to let people know now, we are moving Spoopy Boys. What we're going to do for Spoopy Boys next week was we're going to talk about The Bay and Savage Land. I highly recommend both those movies. I have watched Savage Land already, and I need to rewatch The Bay. Both super, super good found footage political horror, and both are highly political, which is great. I highly recommend both of them. You can watch them both on YouTube. I put the links in the Discord. We're instead going to talk about Roger Corman, and we might even do a watch along of a Corman flick. It really sucks that Roger Corman died, but it's super in line with Corman that he was working. He was 96 years old. He was still working. And the person who I watched do a retrospective was like, I thought Corman would literally work forever. And he did work until he died. So that just tells you who Roger Corman was. I'm looking forward to it because I have a great deal of affection for Corman's work, not even just the bad stuff, so bad it's good stuff, like the Undead, but like the Poe cycle. I like Die Monster Die as well, which is a Lovecraft movie that they stuck Poe's name on because they were afraid Lovecraft wouldn't sell tickets, and they knew Poe would. The 9 movies of the Poe cycle are tremendous. They're just so good, and Vincent Price and Roger Corman made great movies together about Edgar Allan Poe stories. So we'll talk about that. I'm very excited to do that. I haven't talked to Colin about whether we'll do a watch along while we chit chat about it, but we probably should because I'm sure Tubi's chock full of Corman. Anyway, this coming Sunday, prep school. I don't know what we'll do. I don't even know right now. I'm good for Chaos Scar because Bustin makes me feel good. And then
Parker the Third.
Maybe we'll talk DNO some. I don't know. I'm in kind of a funk. And then Monday is Chaos Scar, which I'm super stoked about. Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out for an hour and a half. About 20 minutes of it, which I was off, like being weird. And so thank you guys. Thank you to the players for coming. I'm really sorry we didn't like go long and have like all kinds of wildest shit. Just like keep your bombas safe. This bomb is just a word we're going to use for everything. It's going to have no real meaning.
Hell yeah.
I love bombas now.
Mhm.
Are you just saying things you love? I love bombas.
I love bombas.
I love bombas.
Thanks, Bombs.
Get at us. Get bombas. All right. Thank you guys. And bombas your Smurf.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah. Roll that beam footage.
Bombas!
Bombas! Happy bombas!
Thank you.
It occurs to me we should just have a show called Bombas. That's all.